Week 6 against the Miami Dolphins. Let's talk about it. What's up, Vikings Nation, and welcome to the Minnesota Vikings Syndicate. I'm your host, Trey Wicks. Now, before we get started, if you're a new viewer, this is a channel where you're going to get endless amounts of content surrounding the Minnesota Vikings. So consider hitting that subscribe if that's something that you would like. And for you returning viewers out there who haven't hit that sub yet, might as well do so now and help me, or you could help me achieve my goal of 450 subs by November 1st. It's very, very doable. All you have to do is hit that subscribe. So now week 6 is officially upon us. We have the Miami Dolphins. The Vikings are 4-1 at this point. Why not move to 5-1 on the season and going into the bye week and then have to take on the Arizona Cardinals? I think that would take a lot of stress off not only the fans' shoulders, but the Vikings' shoulders as well. So there's a couple things we're going to dive into today. We're going to look at the spread, the over-under, and we'll give you my 3 keys to victory that the Vikings need to do or must do to win this ball game. The Miami Dolphins are no team to take lightly. Maybe, right? So we'll get to it in just a second. But the Minnesota Vikings are taking on the Miami Dolphins. It is week 6. Let's get to 5-1. The current spread is this, is -3.5 or -3.5 towards the Minnesota Vikings. So the Vikings are the favorite in this one. We dropped a video earlier this week that basically stated that the Vikings are slated as early favorites against the Miami Dolphins. That has not changed. And we'll get to this certain fact in just a minute, but they're dealing with a little bit of a quarterback issue at the moment. So the Vikings are currently the favorite. If you're a betting man, a betting woman, and you want to take advantage of this, go ahead and do so. Also, the over-under is 46 points for this game. I think that is going to be very doable. So if I were you guys, take the over in this situation. We've seen a lot of high-scoring ball games, unless, some certain teams, some certain primetime games, but we won't get to that. 46 points is the over-under. Vikings, Dolphins. Vikings the favorite. We are 4-1. Now, we are only the favorite due to the simple fact that Miami is coming into this game starting a third-string guy. I believe he's a 7th-round pick, Skylar Thompson. Never heard of him. Okay, he ended up playing against the New York Jets last week after Teddy Bridgewater exited the game and entered concussion protocol. And they got beat 40-17. So that should give us some hope, right? That should make us feel pretty solid. I say not so fast. Still going to be a tough game. Miami has a good defense, or a good enough defense, to slow down this offense. Their offense can get going. Miami's offense has some pieces, especially at that wide receiver position, like a Tyreek Hill, a Jalen Waddle. Okay? Now Tyreek Hill, I believe he's questionable at this point. There's a chance he's going to play, so we have to act like he's going to play. So with that being said, let's get to my 3 keys to victory. These are the 3 things we must do to win this ball game. Starting with, keep everything in front. An emphasis on everything. I say everything because, or keep everything in front by not letting the wide receivers get behind our secondary. Do not let Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle beat you downfield. Stay right next to him. If you get beat, game over. They're going to score a touchdown, probably 40, 50 plus yards. We can't have that. Keep everything in front of you. If they get chunks of yards moving down the field and they look pretty smooth, okay, let's start to be more aggressive. Let's get a little bit closer to them and stuff like that. But don't let them beat you, because if they beat you, these guys can be a very dangerous team. Okay, so keep everything in front. The next thing, let Dalvin cook. And there is a pun intended there. Okay, we need to get Dalvin the ball as much as possible. We talked about it just the other day where Dalvin Cook, okay, when he plays against other Florida teams, which he's from Florida, in Florida. Okay, so when he plays Florida teams in Florida, Dalvin Cook absolutely dominates. Okay, we talked about it with in college. He had over 172 rushing yards in every college game that he played a Florida team in Florida. Now, he has one in NFL. College really doesn't mean much at this point in time, right? But he's had one game in Florida against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He still put up 110 rushing yards, still had a touchdown. So let Dalvin cook. Get him the ball, get him into the end zone, and this offense will move a lot smoothly the entire game. Okay? And finally, my last key to victory: create turnovers. Create turnovers. Okay, that kind of seems obvious, right? We talked about it last week as well. Last week I said create turnovers. Guess what? The end of the game, Cam Dantzler literally stripped the ball from Emir Smith-Marset to win us the ball game. We need to create as many turnovers as possible. Take advantage of the fact that they have a third-string quarterback starting for them. Let's make him make mistakes. Let's cause him to make mistakes. Create chaos in that backfield. Do whatever you can to win the turnover battle. Those three things: keep everything in front of you, let Delvin cook, and create turnovers. The Minnesota Vikings will come away victorious, go into the bye week 5-1, and then on to the Arizona Cardinals. So with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Make sure to hit that subscribe as well as the notification bell so these videos show up in your notification feed. We're trying to get to 450 subs by November 1st. It's very, very doable, so make sure to do so. Anyways, we'll see you guys later, and Skull Vikes.